Hi, and welcome to Let's Bake and Cook Stuff. Today I'm making Snickerdoodle cookies. These are cookies, they're cinnamon cookie. I have 1.5 cups of sugar, and I'm adding 1 cup of shortening. I have tried these cookies with butter, and they just don't taste as good. One time I lost my recipe, I moved, and I had hidden my recipe. I didn't really hide it, but it was in a place where I wouldn't normally look for recipes. Anyway, I couldn't find it one year for Christmas, and I made one that I found on in a cookbook that my sister gave me, and they were made with butter, and I knew that wasn't right. But anyway, they just don't taste as good with butter. I can't figure it out. They taste buttery, but there's no butter in them. So, okay, that's good and mixed in. We're gonna add 2 eggs. I'm gonna crack them in this bowl first. Scrape the sides down a little bit. Okay, and in this bowl I have all the dry ingredients. 2 3/4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just dump that whole bowl in. This is what we're going to dip our cookies in. This is another one where you can play with the size. If you just want to make some tiny ones like bite size, you can do that. Make them medium size, regular. These are going to be about medium. I'm going to call them medium size. I'm using my 2 tablespoon scoop here. You just, and then I want to roll it in a ball, and then we're going to just roll it in this sugar mixture. Okay, and then it just goes right here on the cookie tray, and then that's what we're going to do. This makes around 4 or 5 dozen cookies. You know, it's again going to depend on what size. So, but I usually have to double this recipe every year, but I'm just making a regular batch this year because it's 2020 and it's weird. All right, you want to make sure that the whole cookie is coated in the cinnamon sugar. We're going to put it here. This is an ungreased cookie sheet. These go in for 8 to 10 minutes. They will puff up and then they'll flatten back down. So if you look in there and you see that happening, that's what it's supposed to do. So, and then we'll come back when they're done. That was 8 minutes for these. See how they do flatten out a little bit, but they're not a flat, what I'd call a flat cookie. But anyway, that was 8 minutes, and that was the 2 tablespoon scoop. So if you used a smaller one, it would probably be a little less time. And if you used a big one, it'd be a little more time. Okay, I have the last batch in. This made 47 cookies. Weird number. It should, 47. So I tell you that number so that you know to plan for your cookie trays. If you want to make them a little bit smaller, then you'll get more cookies out of them. If you need 4 dozen, then just a tiny bit smaller, because it made 4 dozen minus 1. But you see how they are. They're brown on the bottom. This is sugary and cinnamon on the top. You can see they're real flaky, and I cannot tell you why, but they taste buttery. There's no butter in here. You saw me make them, but they taste buttery. So delicious, flaky, cinnamony, spicy, Christmassy. Snickerdoodle cookies. Give them a try. Let me know how you like them.